when there's no more room left in hell. They'll send you home. They'll send you home. And there it is. In these times of COVID, everybody's stepping out in the world saying it's not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me. It's like they're stepping into the casino and they think they can beat the odds. And here in the hospital in Petoskey, they're filling the beds to the point that they're not even allowing anybody to recover anymore because all these fucking gamblers in Petoskey are filling the beds. You see one gambler lose, as a gambler yourself, you say they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know how to play the game. That's them. That's not me. I'm a winner. I'm a driver. Things are gonna change. I can feel it. And so here my dad is coming out of intensive care into the room to get more parts hacked off of him and then sent into the gen pop, the general population, getting himself a bed out there. And somehow they say the infection's gone and he's starting to come back. He's doing what I thought he would do. I said, all you gotta do is get rid of all that infection coursing through him. When he's saying, I feel like my brain's not right, he started coming back too. After getting the infection out of him, and he lays in the bed for a couple days, and then they say, oh, we can't hold him anymore. We need these beds. Why? Because these people are gambling in Petoskey and they're losing and they keep needing the beds for these fuckers. And you got somebody that's got a shot. He's playing the tables and he's winning. The odds are with him. You gotta let him play. You gotta let him play. You gotta let him play. And they're like, oh no, we got people over here that are willing to fucking lose their money. And so what they've done in the hospitals these days, they've given up on the Hippocratic Oath. They don't care about making people better anymore. They just want to shuffle people through to keep the beds full with new gamblers. And they're sending him home just when he's winning. They're sending him home. And they say, oh, he's only got a couple days. He was recovering. They don't care about him anymore. It's because the insurance companies, the people that make the rules, the people that tell you, put your seatbelt on, it'll save your life, to save them money. Take your helmet off. Why would they say take your helmet off? Because you're more likely to survive with a helmet on, but your head's gonna swell up like a melon and you'll be in the fucking bed for a while. And it'll cost the insurance companies money. They don't want to pay for that shit. They know if you take the helmet off, you're more likely to die immediately. Doesn't cost them as much. It's an interesting thing. I like taking the helmet off, but as it turns out, it's just to save them money. And so they're sending my dad home. He's home right now. Before he has a chance to recuperate and get himself back together. Hell, if they allowed him to get himself back together, they could fucking keep cutting at him. But they're like, it's not a good risk. He might just die. Let's move these other people through. Move them through. Move them through. Play the game, Harding. Play the game, Harding. So my dad's gone home. And now that he's home, it's not going to be long. I told you before, every several years I get deathly ill. I get deathly ill every several years. And I'm laid out. I don't get sick that often. But every several years, I get laid out like something's just trying its damnedest to kill me. And the one time that I was like that, I was laid up for days. I was back in Gaylord for something. And I'm lying on the couch in the living room at my folks' house. I think I was helping my brother build his house. I was deathly ill. Just laying there, just can't move, can't get up for days, just fucking sitting there looking at a TV. This is when space shuttles explode. This is when the fucking Twin Towers hit. This is all this shit. You look and you go, what the fuck is that? It almost seems like you're in a fevered delirium, but it's reality. This is the shit that happens. And I was lying on the couch in the front room of my house one time, and I'm like, at my parents' house. And I hear my dad in the other room say to my mom, people always talk about hearing their parents have sex. I've never heard my parents have sex, and that may have even been more disturbing than anything because it just got really quiet. I hear my dad in the other room say, hey, honey, how about a quick hand job before I go into town? And it was deathly quiet. I was like, I'm dying. I'm like, and it's just totally quiet. And I can only imagine my mom going, and them walking back to the bedroom. So that's as close as I ever got to hearing my parents have sex. And here we are now. They've sent my dad home. Cigarette went out. And they sent him home because there was no room left in the inn. And all I can think is that my dad's going up to that big hand job in the sky. He's going to meet my mom. And you can call this dirty and uncaring and all you want. But all I ask, watch this. Mother, I love you. Please tell him. Wait till Friday. Wait till Friday. Don't give him a hand job till Friday. Because I need to see him. one more time before he goes.